Got some new info regarding Dragon Ball Sparking Zero from the game's producers about story, characters, gameplay, release date, and an update on local split screen multiplayer since my last video about it I made a month ago. Make sure to keep watching the video, subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, it helps support the channel. Thanks. Before I get into this Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video, let me give you context of the information contained in this video and where it comes from. All the information is coming from a summarized tweet written in French by Lan SSJ, and I've used Google Translate to make it English. The info is coming from two content creators based in France, so it makes sense the tweet is in French. They both attended Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2024 event about 2 weeks ago and even live streamed their experience. Known as Sofan Lagik and Yukais, both were able to meet with the producers of the game, June Furutaini and Rio Mito, to ask them questions about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and even got a photo with them. Guess you could call it one of the first informal interviews with the producers of the game. If you would like to see the source of the info, seems very credible in photo, links to the info source and their socials in the video's description. Thanks to them for the information, please check them out. Now that's out of the way, let's get into the video. DBZanto here. In this video I'll be covering info about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. As mentioned previously, the info is coming directly from two content creators that were fortunate enough to meet and ask questions to the game's producers of Sparking Zero at Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2024 event. In this video I'll be talking about local multiplayer split screen, story, characters, gameplay, release day, and what's upcoming, what to expect and look forward to in the coming year for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Use the timestamps for any part you're particularly interested in. Local multiplayer split screen. Starting off with the main reason most people clicked on this video, the concerns about no local multiplayer in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. After gathering info and making a video about it a month ago, all evidence points towards not having no local multiplayer in this game. This has been confirmed true right now in this interview from the game's producers. Check out the video I made for context to get you up to speed on what I mean, link in the video description. Before you get your pitchforks out, let's talk about the reasons why. To make it clear, this isn't an issue from the development team of the game, it's something they actually want to include in the game. However, apparently it has to do with Sony and Microsoft's end. It makes having split screen more complicated due to policies that help them get more sales of copies of games and consoles. They do mention another problem, that developing and porting games to Xbox Series S has proven to be difficult. I assume because the Xbox Series S is a lower spec console and just can't handle these next gen games made with Unreal Engine 5. These games require a lot of resources to run at max settings, like running and outputting 4K stable 60 FPS. I know a situation with Baldur's Gate 3. The game has local split screen co-op on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions of the game, but this feature is excluded from the Xbox Series S version. Pretty much confirms that the Xbox Series S can't handle local co-op due to hardware limitations. As of right now, the game's producers confirmed there is no local multiplayer as we know it, no local split screen mode for 2 players. But they are trying to come up with a solution. For now, the team will keep working on this problem and hopefully, fingers crossed, if it's a simple hardware limitation, then we can have a similar situation outcome as Baldur's Gate 3, having the local co-op on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. At the very least, we'd have an option for it, instead of it completely missing, which has been a major feature throughout the Budokai Tenkaichi series. It's a big part of a lot of people's childhood memories playing these games with friends or family growing up. Story and characters. Next, let's talk about the story and characters coming to the game. A complete story mode adapting and evolving from Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I assume that means sections from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT and the movies will be present since they are all in Tenkaichi 3. Dragon Ball GT characters will be in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, either the base roster or the form of DLC, but they will be in the game. The game will include fusion characters like Gogeta, Vegito and Goten. Characters will also be coming from Dragon Ball movies, which will probably go up to Beast Gohan in the latest Dragon Ball Super superhero movie to be expected. Gameplay. The graphics already improved compared to the latest trailer you've seen from Battle Hour. The criticism with the appearance of hair is being taken aboard by the graphics team. I hope that means Super Saiyan Mid Goku will have his fluffy hair from the Frieza saga, and it's even better than what it was in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Efforts to give better immersion with the settings, assuming they mean stage maps, in particular human eyes being more receptive to help create immersions due to visual aid like stage maps being in the atmosphere with your character. Character outfits may have battle damage and deteriorate during battles. The fights in the game are developed to be longer than any of the previous Budokai Tenkaichi games of the series. Release date. The release date for this game has no specific date set in stone yet. However, the team state they are working hard on the game and want to avoid rushing making a deadline and release an incomplete game. They will instead be taking their time, but considering a release date for the end of 2024 or 2025. Upcoming what to look forward to. June, Furutaini is the game's producer for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. However, Mito, the producer for the Budokai Tenkaichi series and Raging Blast series, will be the supervisor for Sparking Zero. Validate the direction and choices, he remains the main decision maker for the project. The game art cover has already been decided and ready. It takes a style of old drawings, apparently by Nakatsuru, an animator for the Dragon Ball Z films in the 90s. Of course, expect several trailers to be released in the coming months, with each one showing off new features in the game. To make the best possible game, the team is watching and listening closely to the community on Twitter and via email to help improve the game through feedback. Mito himself asked to collect feedback from around the world. Make sure it's constructive criticism that will help improve and make the game better. That is all the information we have from the informal interview with the producers at Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2024. For now, the situation with no local multiplayer or split screen versus is the same, but hopefully we can get a solution or an update about it real soon. Even a trailer revealed that it's actually coming. I know it's one of the features that most fans of the Budokai Tenkaichi series really want. As for the characters, we know from the latest trailer there's 164 character slots so far, which would include all transformations as well. Multiple Goku and Vegetas so far, from early, mid, late and DBS versions. I'm sure we'll get everything from the latest forms in the manga and everything. Same for the story, even if it's gotta be DLC. As the trailers keep releasing in the upcoming months, we will see improvements with the gameplay, models and environments. As for the release date for the game, personally I'd rather they hold off this year 2024. I want a completed finished game and I wouldn't mind waiting until late 2025 if that's what it takes. We've already waited over 15 years for this sequel. Another year or two won't make a difference. A feature-rich game that is worthy of this long of a wait. It would be incredible if we got all the existing Tenkaichi 3 characters and a lot of the new characters from Dragon Ball Super, manga and anime. A complete story from the very beginning, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super in full. The movies can come after with DLC, I wouldn't mind that. We have yet to play a Dragon Ball game that covers the entire timeline from start to finish of the anime TV series. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below about the info revealed. Also give the video a like and consider subscribing if you want more daily Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news like this. See you in the next video. DBZanto signing out.